Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Mind, Body, and Soul series on the Success Insight podcast. This series celebrates the journeys and stories of health and wellness advocates and professionals who are committed to helping clients and patients realize their physical, emotional, and spiritual courage and well-being. Sheila Kinsey is our returning guest today on the Mind, Body, and Soul series. Now, Sheila is a wellness advocate and essential oil educator for doTERRA essential oils and wellness products. Her oil business is Live and Learn Oils, and her oily community teaches classes and helps educate and support people on their wellness journeys. Sheila, welcome back for another mini episode on the Success Insight podcast. Welcome.
Thank you. Happy to be back. It's fun.
I love this, and I am always excited. I feel like my mom, may she rest in peace, or as we would say, may her memory be a blessing. Is when you're growing up and your mom always asked you, or your dad asked you, "What'd you learn in school today, honey?" And you would tell them. And I always, as I'm preparing these episodes, I go in and do a little bit of research. I look at your website, what's new, the events. Okay, what are we gonna talk about today? And I do the research. So I really want to thank you because you're giving me this opportunity to learn about a topic that I'm aware of but never really knew enough about, and I'm enjoying this journey of essential oils and as an alternative to the other styles of health and wellness that are out there. So thank you again for partaking in this series with me.
Absolutely. I'm happy to be here. Knowledge is
Excellent.
power. So if we're open to learning about alternative solutions, natural solutions, just different ways of doing things to be a little safer, maybe. Yeah, we're here to teach about it.
Excellent. Now, we are on video, and portions of this episode are going to be up on YouTube. And for our listeners, as the last two episodes with Sheila, she has the diffuser over her shoulder. I don't know if the camera's flipped, so I'm going to say it's over your right shoulder. It may be over the left shoulder. That one right there. And I see some steam and coming out of it. So what's in the diffuser today?
Today, I actually have a unique one. I kind of went back to my basic favorite combos. I have bergamot, so it's like a nice citrusy, and lavender and frankincense. So kind of went
Lavender.
to the big dogs today.
The big
Nice.
dogs. I
Yeah.
I love it. I think for, the next 3 episodes after this, and then we'll see where we go after episode 6, we're gonna do, Sheila's, diffuser of the day, and we'll see what's in there. I like that.
I like that too. I usually try and post it in my Instagram stories and on
Oh,
Facebook, what we got going on for the day. Yeah, that's a great idea.
okay, very good. So what aspects of essential oils, recipes, blends are we going to discuss today?
We touched base a little bit on the last one. We kind of did a little sneak peek into it. And I think we need to talk about spring cleaning
Oh,
just
yeah.
because there's so many ways that we can not only cleanse our bodies and our home, but we can actually ditch toxins. And one of the ways that we can do that is with our cleaning products. So
Okay.
underneath our sinks are one of the most poisonous places in our home, or our laundry. That is one of the worst things that we can do. So yeah, a top oil for that we can kind of touch base on, that covers a wide area of things for cleansing the body, cleansing the home, is lemon.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
just a simple single oil in itself. It's not a blend. It's just lemon oil in itself. And one of the questions I get all the time is, because we put it in our water a lot. So
Yes.
people ask that, oh, well, I have a lemon tree outside. What's different between going out and grabbing a fresh lemon, versus the lemon oil? And the main difference there is that our doTERRA, our CPTG, certified pure tested grade oil, the lemon is cold pressed from the rind.
Mhm.
So the lemon you would get from your tree is going to be the juice on the inside. So it has the acidity in it. So you're
Okay.
getting the pure aromatic compounds from it cold pressed into their most concentrated, purest form. So you're getting the benefits without the acidity. So that's kind
Okay.
of a neat thing. But yeah, talking about different ways that we can use lemon for the home and spring cleaning, basically grab your essential oil. A citrus one is always great to help cleanse. And things around the house. You can use distilled water. You can use vinegar, baking soda, borax. All of those things are the simple do-it-yourself recipe ingredients that go into so many things
Mhm.
that make a great window spray with just lemon oil, vinegar, and water. My husband works in construction. He's a welder. So like he came home yesterday soaked in jet fuel. So
Ooh.
getting that aroma, that scent out of his clothing can be difficult. So I use the On Guard laundry detergent or the Abode laundry pods and
Mhm.
a whole lot of lemon oil in
Mhm.
the wash. And that actually takes that aroma, that super strong fuel scent that's almost stained into it. We either need to throw them away or get it out. And
Right.
it works really, really well that way. So in
Okay.
our laundry is a great thing. We can make up a surface cleaner or our own, like, that really like bleachy, chemically packed soft scrub that you would use like on your tile or in the bathroom. We
Right.
can make our own version of that with baking soda, lemon, just some natural things that way.
That's
One of
good.
my favorite things. Am I talking too much? Do I need a break? How we doing?
Oh, no, I'm right with you, and you're doing me a favor, so
Okay.
you're doing great. Keep going.
Okay. One of my favorite things, though, to use lemon around the home is it gets rid of. So, there I mentioned that fuel scent. It
Mhm.
also helps get rid of any grease.
Mm.
So, in your clothes, or I don't know, you get a greasy something on in your car. You get in your car and you have grease on your pants. You get on the seat. It would help take
Mhm.
that out. But that lemon is really good at getting rid of grease and any sticky residue. So that gunk that you can't get off,
Yeah.
lemon is incredible. It's like a natural goo gone that works well for removing stickers and decals. I've actually, I don't know if this is embarrassing or not, but I really have no shame usually. I've actually put gum, specifically chewed a piece of gum and stuck it in my hair just to prove that lemon really does get it out. It really does work breaking down those toxins and getting that sticky
Wow.
residue that the gum literally just kind of melted, not melted, but came just slid almost like silk, like slid right out of my hair
I
using the
love that.
lemon essential oil. So if
So
you
I have
have
a
kiddos, you
question.
want lemon around.
With the so you've got your vial of lemon. The recipes, you're gonna suggest certain kinds of drops. Now, the carrier is the probably the bottle or diffusing spray. Are we mixing? We're obviously not going to mix it with water because we're not putting it. Actually, let me rephrase that. We're not going to mix it with like an almond oil or a coconut or an olive oil to, or maybe you don't even use olive oil, but you're not going to actually, that would be pretty, I would feel very tasty with olive oil and lemon. I think
You
I
in a
might want to,
bind, you can always go to your pantry, grab your olive oil or your coconut oil from the pantry if you ever get in a bind and need to dilute. It works really, really well.
I like that. I like that idea. I'm like a big coconut fan, by the way. So, but that's a whole other. Now you're gonna make me hungry. Coconut and ava, avocado and chocolate. I make a chocolate mousse with avocado,
Ooh.
cacao, and
Oh.
it's like you would never know you're not eating full on chocolate pudding.
Well, you
See,
can add then your essential oils into that. Maybe have a chocolate peppermint or
well
chocolate on guard, kind of a cinnamony. Lots
that's a
of Yeah, we do a lot of cooking with our oils too. They're
that's a
50
good
to 70
idea.
times more powerful than herbs. So
Okay.
instead of using dried thyme or oregano, you can just use a drop of oil.
That's good to know. Okay, so but we got to get back to lemon. All right.
Yeah.
So if I am cleaning, so I have either a glass spray bottle or a plastic spray bottle. I like glass spray bottles. So I'm going to put a couple drops in of the lemon, water or distilled water, baking soda, kind of mix that up and just go to town in the bathroom, in the stove, things like that. Is there anything I have to really watch out for when it comes to that kind of an oil, with the lemon oil?
So all of our essential oils are the purest form there is,
Okay.
and they break down toxins.
Okay.
So I love that you brought up the container to put them in because we do recommend putting them in glass.
Mhm.
Or if you're putting lemon in your water, you want to be drinking out of a stainless steel, a glass, a ceramic, even have your metal straw versus a the plastic water bottle that you get in the pack of 24 or whatever, because
Right.
it's actually going to break down the toxins in that plastic, and then you'd be
Ah,
ingesting those.
well, that's good to
So,
know.
yes, so that is a good rule of thumb. We learned that in our intro class when we get to the basics of things. So cleaning is going to be the same way that if you can use a glass spray bottle
Mhm.
or a glass jar. I like to use the little mason jars, like if you put it in, you
Right.
make up like a paste, like that soft scrub kind of paste,
Yeah.
or a powder. That's always a good one. You can freshen your carpets with a baking soda kind of mixture powder that way. And glass containers are usually going to be the best way to go just because then they'll last longer. Yeah, you don't have to worry about getting anything extra in it, the plastic. And we when we make our our horse fly sprays and things like that, we do use plastic, but we want to make sure that it's a nice, good, um, the
Okay.
thicker, more
Industrial
durable.
grade, kind of
Yes, thank
plastic.
you.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Fair enough. So definitely we want to encourage our listeners to explore the use of lemon oil. And I think it is an important point. We're not talking about the juice because I love lemon in my water, whether it's a slice or a squeeze. But the essential oils produced by doTERRA, it's actually the oil that is in the rind, which has to be extracted, cold pressed, and extracted. So definitely important to understand that when you're thinking about using essential oil or lemon essential oil into your home routine. So, what other spring cleaning blends will our listeners be interested in?
So we actually have two cleaning lines,
Mhm.
doTERRA does. On Guard Protective Blend is an incredible oil blend. We kind of talked about that when we were talking about seasonal threats and boosting the immune system. Another top 10 most popular blend that has the laundry detergent. It has a cleaner concentrate, which I use that a lot for the shower in the bathroom
Mhm.
because you only need a little bit. So you can just use a couple drops of that and then the rest of it with water, and
Mhm.
a little goes a long way. Same with the detergent.
Okay.
Basically all doTERRA. A little goes a long way. You don't need a lot. Gosh, there's the hand sanitizing wipes. Those are great
Mhm.
just for the surfaces. You can uh, make up your own mixtures and concoctions with the oil blend.
Mhm.
Another good one that has the line around it and was actually created, formulated specifically for the home. This is our only oil blend that has a home symbol, a home icon. If you ever check
Uh,
out the doTERRA site, you'll see kind of a little diffuser aromatic symbol. You'll see the palm for topical. You'll see an internal kind of drop. Just gonna go looking for it. Go explore on the site, see if you find what I'm talking about. But Abode is actually the only one that has a little house symbol because it was created specifically for cleansing your home, purifying the air. It's the only one only recommended for aromatic use. It's not
okay.
topical and it's definitely not internal. It just has some of those really intense powerhouse oils for cleansing and disinfecting, really. And that one, they have the laundry detergent pods, they have dishwasher pods, they have dish soap,
Mhm.
lots of really good products around that line,
Okay.
specifically for the home and cleaning.
Okay. And as a reminder for our listeners with the Abode line, this is not for an adult beverage or kitty cocktail. This is strictly for home use only. Can you share with our listeners the On Guard blend again? What are the ingredients that can be found in the blend?
The On Guard blend is made up of wild orange, eucalyptus, I'm drawing a blank here, cassia, uh, oh my goodness,
Oh my God. Wild orange,
right?
clove, cinnamon,
You got it.
eucalyptus,
Yes.
rosemary.
Thank
Uh,
you.
Look, I'm
Woo.
doing my homework here, my dear.
I love it. I drew a blank. It's hard to memorize everything and all the things.
I
Um,
know, I know. And so, in the Abode blend, that includes lime, litsi. I think I pronounced that right. Kick,
Lipsia. So that one is
litsi.
actually a limited time only oil.
Okay.
It comes out randomly
Okay.
and it's great for respiratory support. It is
Okay.
a really good respiratory and immune cleansing oil that way. There's cassia, lemon eucalyptus, tea tree,
Right.
arbor vitae.
Okay.
Oh, let's see, cilantro, lemon myrtle, and some other ones in there. That one is a mix of super, super powerhouse oils.
Oh, wow. I mean, this is like really complex. I mean, it doesn't even make sense to even want to try to assemble this yourself. I mean, just given the complexity and the having to invest in all these vials, it's definitely much more cost effective to purchase directly this blend from doTERRA or their doTERRA representatives like yourself or
And
like
the
myself.
science behind it is
Yes.
really everything with doTERRA and essential oils is science. If we want results, it's literally the chemistry of the plants. So the blends that they formulated, they do years of research and testing and trials and in-house and third party, and the testing that goes into every single thing doTERRA has is extensive. That testing's all published too. There's no one else out there that compares or does anything like that. Um, but the science behind it is what makes it. Sure, we can make up our own abode blend if we could. Can't. It won't be as, like you said, cost effective or even as beneficial, effective the way that doTERRA has created it because of the science that goes into it and making sure everything is just perfect. They have it formulated perfectly to work the best that it can.
This is their rodeo, and we
Yes,
need to
they
know
are essential oils through and
where our
through.
guardrails are. Okay.
Yes.
So I love this. Now, so we've chatted about spring cleanings. We've got lemon oil, we've got the On Guard, and we've got the Abode blend. Um, what are your thoughts on what we should be sharing with our listeners during our next episode? What would be beneficial for them?
Ooh. Well, out here, so it's maybe not fully an oil, which we can kind of touch base on. Maybe it's not quite summer yet. I guess I'm thinking it's starting to warm up here,
Yeah.
and having a natural sunblock is
Hmm.
really important and a rare thing that is actually safe for the skin, safe for the environment, everything. Where doTERRA has an incredible sun line that is
Hmm.
all about natural sunblock, but
Okay.
not quite an oil with it.
Okay.
I have to think
Well,
about that.
all
We'll
right. So
brainstorm.
you'll brainstorm, but we'll make sure to top it off the list by discussing the sunblock during our next episode. Excellent. Anything else that you'd like to share with our listeners? Words of advice, inspiration?
Come to a class. We have
Come to a
classes all
class.
the time. That intro to oils class is going to be the quickest, easiest, all in one spot. We can even send you a recording. You can watch it on your own time. And it's just the basics and benefits. We go over the top 10, we go over how to use them. If you've been listening to the other podcasts, it's aromatic, topical, internal. We cover those. Safety is key, purity is key, and education is key. We want to make sure that you know that there are other options out there. And it's our job as healers and wellness advocates to help educate you on that. So we are here
Uh,
to do that.
I love it. I love it. Well, Sheila, thank you again for joining me on the Mind, Body, and Soul series on the Success Insight podcast.
Thank you.
All right. Now, hey, before we head out, just want to make sure we share with our listeners where are the best places for our listeners to learn more about you and your work.
Yes. In here, I have my link tree. You can go ahead and click on that. It's going to bring up the upcoming classes and events and our socials we can connect on. And there's even going to be a link attached to this where you can use the podcast referral code and get your own wholesale membership. Basically, you can get these oils 25% off completely for free. You get your membership. So that's something to take a look at too.
I love that. So for our listeners, you heard it here again. You're going to visit Sheila's Linktree website to learn more about her classes. Lots of great information. A lot of her media is out there. She's very active on her socials, Facebook and Instagram. And as she just shared again for all of you, is we are going to have a podcast referral link where you can get your free membership, and that will include 25% off. You can't beat that. And just kind of check out the doTERRA. You can check out the doTERRA product line, especially the spring cleaning series, since we are in the throes of spring. Sheila, again, thank you so much for joining us. And we look forward to having you on for the next episode where we talk a little bit about sunblock. And then you'll also share with us any new ideas that we think our listeners are going to want to enjoy. Now, before I do say goodbye, is our little four-legged friend nearby?
She is. She's actually right here
Okay.
in front of me.
So
You want to come
she's
and
our
see?
chief engagement officer.
There we go.
Aw, I love it. I love it.
Got her messy hair. There
All
we
right.
go.
Well,
Here's Pixie.
all
Bye
right. Hey, Pixie. All right. Well, thank you again and have a great rest of your day. And for our listeners, you'll find these episodes on our website, successinsightpodcast.com. We're also on Facebook and LinkedIn. We will have this episode up on YouTube. And of course, wherever you listen to your podcast, just do a search for Success Insight Podcast. If you happen to be on Spotify, if that's your platform of choice, these episodes are on the main Spotify channel, but we also have a Mind, Body, and Soul playlist. So you'll be able to see and navigate to all of the episodes that we have with Sheila. Okay, folks, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, go out there, have a phenomenal day. And we look forward to having you join us on a future episode of the Mind, Body, and Soul series on the Success Insight Podcast. Take care now.